Egypt and Jordan have condemned escalations in the West Bank and reaffirmed support for a two-state solution. That came as Egypt's President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi met with Jordan's Crown Prince Hussein, who conveyed King Abdullah II's greetings. Discussions focused on strengthening bilateral ties and regional stability, particularly in Palestine. President el-Sisi and Prince Hussein emphasized Egypt's role in securing the Gaza ceasefire, humanitarian aid and reconstruction without displacement. The meeting also addressed Syria's unity and stability. Also, the Egyptian President el-Sisi has met with the head of the World Jewish Congress, Ronald Lauder, alongside General Intelligence Chief Hassan Rashad. Discussions focused on restoring Middle East stability, including Egypt's efforts to uphold the Gaza ceasefire, facilitate humanitarian aid and ensure detainee exchanges. Lauder praised Egypt's role, while el-Sisi emphasized the urgency of a two-state solution and Gaza's reconstruction without displacement. Lauder reaffirmed his commitment to continued dialogue with Egypt. President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, along with Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and the Minister of Higher Education, have discussed the creation of private universities, digital transformation and service automation. The presidential spokesperson, Ambassador Mohammed el-Shenawi, said that President el-Sisi was briefed on the efforts of university hospitals to receive injured individuals from Gaza. He directed the continued provision of medical and therapeutic services at these hospitals and the supply of medications for the people of Gaza. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli and Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, have discussed Egypt's efforts regarding the ceasefire in Gaza. On the sidelines of the 38th African Union Summit in Addis Ababa, Prime Minister Madbouli also highlighted ongoing Egyptian efforts in coordination with regional and international partners to enhance ceasefire initiatives and reconstruction efforts, as well as plans for convening an emergency Arab summit soon. Prime Minister Mustafa Madbouli has confirmed that Egypt has developed a comprehensive vision for the reconstruction of Gaza, with several officials and experts currently working to finalize this vision. During his meeting with the members of the Advisory Committee for Urban Development and Property Export, the Prime Minister also highlighted the presence of unique investment opportunities along the Red Sea coast, with various plot sizes, as well as investment opportunities in downtown Cairo in light of the ongoing development projects. Minister of Foreign Affairs Badr Abdul Ati has provided a detailed explanation to a U.S. congressional delegation about Egypt's stance on the Palestinian cause. Abdul Ati reviewed Egypt's ongoing efforts to develop a comprehensive plan for early recovery and reconstruction in Gaza as part of a multi-phase program that ensures Palestinians remain on their land. He noted that the plan is being coordinated with the Palestinian Authority, Arab and Islamic countries, and supported by the international community. "245 humanitarian aid trucks, including 19 carrying fuel, have entered the Al Auja and Karim Abu Salim en route to Gaza. According to our sister news channel, Al Qahira News, the aid convoy, facilitated by Egypt, includes food, tents and other essential supplies to support displaced residents. Under the auspices of President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, Egypt has launched one of the largest aid convoys with more than 460 trucks carrying 7,200 tons of food, all necessary needs and medical supplies to reach the Gaza Strip ahead of Ramadan. Several ministers have participated in the launch of Tahrir Mas Fund's largest convoy of humanitarian aid trucks to support Palestinians in Gaza. The ministers expressed their happiness in joining the effort, as well as the launch of the Abwab al-Khair initiative to support the most needy families during Ramadan. Cypriot President Nikos Christodoulidis has confirmed that Egypt is a cornerstone for stability in the Middle East and playing a pivotal role in resolving conflicts and regional diplomacy as a stabilizing force during times of crisis. On the sidelines of his visit to Cairo, he emphasized that President el-Sisi's leadership in mediating the ceasefire, especially in Gaza, has been widely acknowledged. He also reiterated his country's support for Egypt's efforts and its commitment to deepening coordination with Egypt to prevent further escalation and promote a sustainable political solution. Arab League Secretary-General Ahmed Abul-Gheit has condemned Israel's stalling tactics in completing its withdrawal from southern Lebanon, as mandated by the extended ceasefire agreement until February 18th. Abul-Gheit stressed that Israel must adhere to the timeline, warning against deliberate crisis escalation. Abul-Gheit urged guarantor parties to pressure Israel to comply, fully supporting Lebanon's firm stance against any further delays or partial withdrawals. Italian Minister of Agriculture Francesco Lollobrigida has confirmed that Egypt and Italy share strong historical ties that span across the ages. During the celebration of the Italian ship Amerigo Vespucci, known worldwide as the most beautiful ship in the world, Italian minister added that Egypt possesses a great civilization that has contributed a lot to the world, with unique landmarks such as the pyramids and the Grand Egyptian Museum. Lieutenant General Ahmed Khalifa, Chief of Staff of the Armed Forces, has inspected the security measures on the Western Strategic Direction. This inspection is part of the General Command of the Armed Forces' commitment to closely monitoring the security situation at the border crossings and checkpoints. The Medea Initiative has announced that it provided social protection services to 17 million citizens within the first 100 days of its launch. During this period, the initiative offered 224 million healthcare services, including 148,000 surgeries to meet patients' needs. It also allocated 1 billion Egyptian pounds to support hospital infrastructure and improve healthcare facilities across Egypt. These achievements in the first 100 days represent a significant step towards sustainable human development in line with Egypt's Vision 2030. Minister of Local Development Manal Awad has witnessed the signing of 4 cooperation protocols between Sona Al Khair Foundation and several community institutions aimed at strengthening developmental work. Minister Awad said that effective partnerships between the government, civil society and the private sector represent the cornerstone in building a brighter future, as real development cannot be achieved without the integration of efforts and the unification of visions.